Hello and welcome. So today I wanted to put out a little update video. I know I haven't posted in about a week, and I just wanted to say it's not because I've quit, it's not because of any other reason other than I'm slow at what I do. And I didn't want to release more updated build videos because Season 1's on the horizon and those builds are going to be changing wildly, I'm certain. So I did want to mention a couple of things that I have planned, how the videos are going to be coming up so you'd have an idea, and if you wanted to subscribe and kind of keep an eye out for what's to come. So, first up, I wanted to mention how the videos are going to be posted. We're going to have level 50 builds, then level 70 to 80 updated builds, and then the end game level 100 best it can be possibly builds. And then, aside those, I think I'm going to be releasing these in chapters. I've been writing a story for the characters to kind of take them through a story, fit them in the world so they're not just a generic character that you make in character creation. There's a background to why they're doing what they do and all this and that shit. And it'll also explain why they get stronger as they progress through the game, right? So level 50 will be chapter 1. This is why he's here. This is why he's able to do what he does. Level 75, this is why he's stronger and why he's, done this and that in a story way. And then at level 100, that will be the final chapter, the fucking crescendo of the story. You know, the big thing is happening and this is why it's going. Now, I had planned to release that for the Necromancer already. The issue is I'm too slow. I couldn't do it. So we're gonna hold off. We're gonna do it in season 1. The build will be way different. The story may evolve a little bit different than how I've written it now. But I'm pretty excited. And I already have an idea for what to do with Barbarian. I kind of have a direction that I want to go with him. And then Rogue, I've been kind of brainstorming and just kind of writing it down as I go. So I wanted that to be known. And I think these could be really fun. This is something that I do just in my own head as I play through most games. I did it a lot with Elden Ring. And I had this idea back with Elden Ring, but I didn't have any way that I could think of to actually pull it off. So I'm gonna start it with this, and I really hope that the videos come out well. That's really the issue, is having a good way with my skill set to pull it off in an intriguing way, enough for people to watch it. Because it'll really, really suck if I spend hours and hours and hours making these videos, weeks on end of planning, and then I get like 20 views. So it's really, I know it shouldn't discourage me, but it will definitely. So I just wanted to mention that. That's what we're going to have to be looking forward to. So if any of that sounds interesting, please consider subscribing. It'll help me out a lot. And it really gives me motivation, and honestly, it puts me in a good mood. And whenever I'm in a great mood, these ideas come more easily. So the more of a good mood I'm in, the more I'm going to be more creative with these ideas. So with that being said, I did want to mention a couple of builds that will be updated from the original builds that I have posted. We're definitely going to have a Barbarian Upheaval build update. I do believe that the Hammer of the Ancients build, I think on my channel it's the Disabler build. At this point, at the time whenever I released that build, I didn't realize how popular that build already was. I purposely don't look up build videos because I don't want to be a copycat. And even if I don't mean to be, I think having seen it kind of leaves too much room to copy somebody, and I really wanted these to feel original. So the most I do whenever I go to upload a video is I'll type in a similar title and just see if it's been done. So for the Necromancer, we're going to have a huge focus on blood this season. And I've already had a huge focus on blood. I don't think it's any secret that the Blood Surge is my favorite ability in the entire game. It's so satisfying to me, especially with the overpower system. But now, with Gore Quills, we're going to be doing a Blood Lance build. I think that this aspect right here, I think it'll fix the issue of not having enough AoE. Blood Lance has always done a super high amount of damage, and it's sort of AoE in a line, but that's not enough in my opinion. And so I tried originally to make a Blood Lance build using Blood Surge as a secondary, but Blood Surge just kind of outshined it. I mean, in regular content, Blood Surge has huge amounts of AoE, and with the overpower, it does so much damage that I don't need to really ever use Blood Lance. The only time Blood Lance ever came into focus was in a boss fight. So now I'm hoping that Blood Lance will get its own build completely, entirely just using Blood Lance. Now, there's a couple other aspects that they're adding. I have read through. I'm pretty excited about what's happening. They keep buffing the Bone build, which is just blowing my mind. That build's already astronomically powerful. Don't expect a Bone build from my channel. It's been done to death. It's not that fun even, unless, right-clicking is fun to you. That's pretty much all you do. So if you want to see Bone builds, there's already a million of them, and I'm sure as soon as Season 1 drops, in 3 fucking days, some no-lifer will have one up. Just know that I kind of enjoy using shit builds, trying to make them viable. So with Barbarian, Double Swing is going to be my primary focus with him. Now, I'm not saying Double Swing is a shit ability. What I'm saying is, compared to all of his other abilities, it's a shit ability. It's a fucking shit ability. So something I have a lot of fun with is taking some of the worst things in games and trying to make them powerful. So definitely be looking out for that. And it's fun to use the meta builds for a little while, but after a while you just want to try something different, and I feel like that's where I come in. So if you're interested in seeing some of these other builds using shit that nobody else is using, completely the opposite of a meta, I'm going to be doing that. Now, some other ideas for the Necromancer I have. I'm not sure if minion builds are popular at endgame. From what I've experienced, they're not that good, so I couldn't possibly see that they're meta. Everybody's running it. So you can bet your ass that I'll have a minion build for late game. I'm going to try to make it as good as possible. Now, for Rogue, I just do not enjoy this character that much. I'm definitely going to have one, though. Updating at least the Desperado and Sub-Zero builds. Those are my two favorite for him. Don't expect anything from Sorcerer. I got him leveled up, started working on a build in the preseason. I just do not enjoy anything from Sorcerer. I always found myself using a ton of offense or defensive abilities, and so I didn't have the cool fucking crazy abilities on my bar ever, because if he gets fucking farted on, he blows away. It's ridiculous. I like tankier classes. I like being able to survive and take a hit, and Sorcerer does not have that. At least with Rogue, he has so much fucking life still that you have some tankiness. Druid, on the other hand, I don't know, man. The way I leveled up Druid was with Landslide, that core ability, and then I saw the fucking charge build, where you turn into a werebear, haul ass across the screen, and like 30 landslides come up behind you. Why is that in the fucking game? Like, yeah, that's a cool ability, but it completely... Why would you ever use the core ability Landslide when you have that bear form? Just use a different ability and then have that. It blew my mind, and that's the only Earth core ability. What the hell, man? Like, that just... I don't know. I don't really have any interest in Druid. I don't... And on top of that, you have to struggle through the entire fucking game. And I mean, up to like level 70, you are struggling just to make it to where he's viable at that point. I know he has some of the strongest endgame builds. I've seen him trending, and they are capable of great things, but I'm not sitting there for 100 hours struggling my ass off to get him up to that point. And on top of that, okay, I'm gonna go off on a tangent here. If you're uninterested, this is pretty much the end of what we're doing, the update. This is just gonna go into my thoughts. I hate what they did to Druid. For instance, Necromancer. I had fun all the way through the game, right? His leveling experience through the story's a ton of fun. From level 50 up to level 70 is fun. And then beyond that, it starts getting very repetitive and my interest starts dropping. Even though I still think Necro's a ton of fun, you're just doing nightmare dungeons and world bosses. You're doing the same content on repeat and repeat. And chances are, by the time you get to that level, you will have already found some of the best in slot gear. And so there's not even that to look forward to anymore. So you're just doing it to increase your level and get through the Paragon board. Now, Druid doesn't even start being fun until you get to that point. So the point where my interest is already dropped off is whenever Druid gets good. And so he's just never fun to me. So even whenever he starts kicking ass, it's not fun anymore. Because I'm doing the same shit I've been doing for hours already. It just drives me up the wall. Barbarian, he has a struggle in the early game, but around level 30, I noticed that he started kicking ass. Why couldn't they do that for Druid? Why does it have to be like level 70 he's good? Fuck that, dude. I'm not struggling. He needs a buff in the early game. It's bullshit. The only reason to play Druid is if you absolutely adore his abilities. So, I mean, if you have fun with him, you paid for the game, you have fun. He's just not my thing. So, now I do want to talk about some of the stuff that I hope gets added. And I know at this point, majority of people have probably clicked off. I'm just having this up for me. I know that there's gonna be Crusader being added. I know it for certain. He's been in every fucking Diablo game, and he's one of the most popular characters in the game. And I'm excited for him. I am. He's one of my favorites in all Diablo games. But there's another character that took my heart in Diablo 3 that I really fucking hope they add. And that's the Witch Doctor, man. Give me the Witch Doctor. I don't give a shit about Monk. Like, come on. I don't even know if Monk's gonna make it into this game. I downloaded Diablo Immortal the other day just to see what the roster looks like. And they don't have Witch Doctor on there, but they have Monk. Like, fuck that, man. I think Monk can double as Druid in Diablo 4. Give us the Witch Doctor. I did kind of play around with that new class that they added, the Blood Knight. And I couldn't tell if he's just not fun to me or uninteresting, or if Diablo Immortal is just not my game. I played it for probably 2 hours and was bored the entire time. So I think it's just, that stems from, you know, it being a mobile game, and they just can't do as well. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see what they can do with Witch Doctor. You know, every class, from my experience, has changed wildly since Diablo 3 to this. So adding Witch Doctor, they could do so much with, and I really hope that they have emphasis on minions with the Witch Doctor. Like, Necro has a lot of emphasis, but by the time you get to the end game, the minions start suck-assing. They're just not that good. So I hope if they do add Witch Doctor, they make that a huge part of his character. I mean, even freaking Druid's minions are shit. So, I mean, the Creeper's good as a utility skill, but in and of itself, I don't think it's that great of an ability or a follower, really. So, yeah, those some of the things that I want to see. I just, like I said, I really wanted to put out an update because I haven't had a video up in a little bit, and I don't want to leave everybody hanging. And I thought it'd be nice to kind of discuss the future. So to give you a chance to subscribe if you're interested in all this other shit. So if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. If you're interested in anything, like and subscribe. If you're uninterested and didn't give a shit about this video, then I guess get the hell out of here. My channel's got nothing for you. So with all of that being said, have a nice day.